All right, what up, everybody, to Nerd Outlet Episode 9, where we do reviews on bottled water. Gabe, what bottled water have you been drinking for the past week?
This week, it's been nothing but Aquafina, the water for champions.
How about you, Nathan?
I've been living a little poor, so I've been drinking some Deer Park.
Deer Park, huh?
Greg?
For me, it's Crystal. Yeah, I get
Crystal meth?
huge supply of Crystal
Me
bottled
too.
water at work. So
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you got the hookup and everything.
Yeah.
What about you, man? Yeah,
What about me? I'm more of a simple guy. I like to drink
tap water?
Boss water.
What would you say?
I only drink Boss water.
Boss water.
Yeah, the greatest.
AKA the sweat that comes off Rick Ross's rolls.
Hey, dude, he keeps me well nourished, and I get all my minerals and nutrients from his booty water.
Oh god.
And I'll keep drinking it, bro. I'll keep drinking it. But hey, on a side note though, what games have you guys been playing?
on a side note,
Yeah, on a side note, I mean, like, dude, we don't really talk about games anymore. We just talk about bottled water, staying.
I've been playing
Hydrated.
bottled water simulator.
Have you got the Cantina mod yet?
Oh, dude, that's the only mod I rock. I have the rainwater mod too. You gotta catch each individual drop of rain.
But no though, for real though, what games have you guys been playing?
I've been playing a little bit of that Gears beta. A little bit of Game Dev Tycoon after talking to
Dude,
Gabe about
I'm
it.
still on that. That's all I've been playing all week.
And then just Gungeon with you.
Yeah,
For
dude,
the
I love
first
Gungeon.
time, guys. For the first time probably since we started this podcast. I haven't played Halo this week.
wow.
Mostly because of school.
Or
Are you
Destiny.
okay? What's wrong?
no
I have not
Destiny
played
either.
Destiny this week either.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
No.
Are you
Destiny,
the same person?
Are you even Nathan
I take
anymore?
weeks off of Destiny.
I don't
Yeah.
believe you.
Hey, but like,
With the update.
update's good.
love Destiny.
Update's good.
Fuck.
I will now.
Destiny.
I can
I love
finally
Destiny,
play
but I haven't even
casually
played the
and
April
feel redeemed.
update.
I might as well just rip the disc, like, crack it in half. Fuck Destiny. Shout out to Bungie. This is a warning. Shots fired. Clack, 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 clack.
we coming to Seattle. But other than that though, I mean, everybody's been playing the same thing over. Gabe's still playing Forza 6.
Forza Horizon 2, sir.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I go back and forth. When I'm done with my simulated driving, I kind of want a more arcadey feel to it, so I play
Dude, it's
that.
the best.
Yeah,
the
it's
best
so
one.
fucking good.
It's the best one. What have
Forza
you been playing,
6,
Greg?
it's just, it's more Forza. It's not a big update.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It's honestly the DLC.
Looks good.
You get more
Yeah.
tracks, you get more cars.
And
I
you
was
get the
about to-
rain effects and all that.
I'd say
Yeah.
the car selection in 6 is phenomenal.
Yeah, that is true.
Way
Like
better. than
I
5.
saw a few reviews on it, and that's they're like, regardless of what you think, like Forza 5,
Yeah.
this one has a car selection.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
like if whatever you're into, if you're a JDM dude or like you're into like Italian classic cars, it's something for you.
Yeah, it's a little bit more on the racy side as opposed to like I like Horizon because it's like we have racy cars, but we also have rally cars.
Dude, that is
and
the best.
Hey,
off-road.
That is
nerds.
so good.
Car nerds. I don't know what the fuck a JDM is. Explain.
JDM is Japanese domestic market.
Oh, okay.
I
It
don't
stands
know
for any
that.
guy who's like into like imports.
Oh, okay.
It's like
So as long as you
So
know,
me, I like Nissans.
yeah, I love Nissans.
so as long as you know, you throw a vinyl sticker on your car, it adds like 5
100
horsepower.
And
yeah.
a huge ass spoiler.
Hey, dude,
Dude, the
biggest
bigger the
one.
better.
rice it up, rice or die.
What
I saw
does
me-
what does RICE stand for?
I saw a Miata today with
Ricer?
like, the biggest spoiler on it.
Was it LS1 swap or was this the
Do what?
was it
My reaction right there.
was it like inline 4 or was it the LS1 swap or was it 2JZ?
Okay, have you ever seen Fast and Furious?
Yeah,
Hey, you know the spoiler that's on the back of Paul Walker's Supra?
yeah,
It was that.
that's gay.
It was.
That's really gay.
On a Miata.
It was that.
It was the
That
same.
exact spoiler.
It's signed by Paul Walker.
Damn.
That'd be awesome.
I heard his signature's pretty rare now.
R.I.P. Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Dude, no, he's
Alright.
alive somewhere. It's all hoax for
Yo.
Fast and Furious 8.
Yeah,
Oh, you
he
think
comes
so?
They
back.
make a comeback.
I mean, dude, I don't know.
You're like psych.
I,
He's
I,
alive.
I saw the autopsy. Dude looked a little.
Did
burnt.
you? No, you did not look at the autopsy.
Yeah,
you
dude,
were
I saw
not.
the
You didn't look at the autopsy.
Yeah,
Yes, I saw the
It's such a
autopsy.
bullshit.
You got to try my life now, saying I'm not the biggest Paul Walker fan
Dude, he
in
was
this
just a
room
piece
right
of
now.
meat
I
by
was
the
about to
end.
say he was just a fucking burning carcass.
Yeah, there's no way you saw an autopsy
That's-
for that. There was no
That's what
body
I'm saying,
for that
dog.
man.
He had 9 shots,
Clack, 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 clack.
9 guns,
9 individual gunshots.
1 shooter. Paul Walker, R.I.P.
Rip.
Damn. So we have another conspiracy going on. Like first it was Big and Tupac. Now it's Paul Walker. Is he alive?
Hey, dude,
Paul Walker sounds more
Suge Knight killed Paul Walker.
more appealing.
Vin Diesel killed Paul Walker.
That's how he finally got arrested. It's Paul Walker's death. They're like, oh, you killed the white guy. You killed the white
We can't let that slide.
Ah,
But let's get a little bit back more on topic on video games, guys.
back to bottled water.
So
Video games.
we've got rumored specs on the PS 4.5 Neo, PS4K,
Dude,
whatever you guys want to call it.
not worth it.
I like to call it PlayStation 4 Junior, but
We need
No,
Junior.
well, wait. Would the wouldn't the shitty one be the junior?
No, because this comes afterwards.
Yeah, this one comes after. That's PS4 Senior.
Like junior. Okay,
Yeah.
you're looking at it that
like,
way.
Like a dad could be awful, and his son Junior could be a lot better than him. Like
When I think junior, I just think of
when you
Indiana
had Junior.
Jones.
Oh.
Junior.
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 I've never
That's
seen.
my-
I don't
that's
get. I've
the
never seen that movie.
Worst Sean Connery impression ever. Junior.
Fucking
It's
Indiana
called
Jones.
Entrapment.
Besides the fourth one, though, I've only seen the fourth one.
Dude, that's right. We've had this conversation.
Yeah, fuck
Dude, that-
80s movies.
That's like going to like, dude, Star Wars sounds awesome,
This
and then you watch
motherfucker.
Phantom Menace.
I love Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace is awesome.
No, Phantom
Fuck
Menace
the
is
haters.
god awful, dude.
No,
Get
it's
the
not.
fuck out of my house.
Revenge of the Sith is.
You can all shut the fuck
No.
up. Because episode one's
a
awesome.
good
Dude,
movie.
we can literally have a 60-minute conversation.
Dude, that
on it.
lightsaber fight though.
The only Star Wars movie I've ever seen is the
Rewatch it,
animated
it's not
one,
as good as you
Star Wars: The
remember.
Clone
I
Wars.
have. I watch it pretty much like on a monthly basis.
I
Just
like-
that lightsaber fight though.
Ah, dude, it's all style, no substance.
That's what I want.
I did like. I still like Phantom. Phantom Menace fights pretty good.
Liam Neeson as a Jedi. I don't believe it.
Dude, he's kind of a bitch.
He kind of was.
I only like my favorite part of that fight is when he dies and it's just
It's because of
Obi-Wan and Darth Maul.
midichlorians. That's why he's a bitch.
Yeah, he didn't have enough.
Only if he had like 3 more, he probably would have stood a chance against Darth Maul, whose midichlorian count is.
Over 9,000.
Also,
Yeah.
he did more push-ups than Liam Neeson. So
Yeah.
Dude, all he did was
Yeah,
just
that's true.
meditate, dude. He should have pumped himself up like Obi-Wan. Like, yeah, pump up, pump
Yeah,
it
he
up.
should-
What roids?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, he should have
What-
went in there just roided out.
Yeah. Should just thrown his lightsaber
Just-
like a
just chucked
javelin.
it, and then just whipped the dude's ass with his fist. Imagine how good that movie would have
Could
been.
you imagine if it was like in the next Star Wars, it just like they're like fuck lightsabers, just do fist fights.
But,
awesome,
It's Rogue One, bro.
yeah, that is Rogue One, pretty much.
dude. Fuck Rogue One.
Does
There's
Rogue One
fucking
not-
kung fu in that.
Yeah, it looks.
Don't they have like a
Yeah.
samurai guy there too, like
Yeah,
chopping
Man.
dudes up?
No, this is the movie.
It is It Man, but I thought there's like a.
Another
Huh?
dude. I don't know.
Is it Forrest Whitaker who's in there?
Yeah, Forrest
Yeah.
Whitaker's in it.
Forrest
Donnie
Whitaker's
Yen's
in it?
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker's
Or
in it.
whatever.
Yeah, with his
I
lazy
thought he
eye.
was. I thought he had like a sword or something. Forrest
He's
Whitaker.
like, he's like,
Yeah. But I swear he's having a stroke and during the any movies in.
the whole time.
I'm like,
Because he always looks puzzled,
dude,
too.
I'm like,
so
are you okay?
You're like, bro, this dude's about to die.
Forrest, you alright?
Like his contract is so high they can't let him go to the hospital. Like you need to finish this scene, Forrest.
You can see his fucking, like, pulsating veins.
He's bleeding from the eye. They're like finish this fucking scene, Forrest.
Just the weird eye.
Yeah, just a
weird eye.
weird.
But anyway, back to PlayStation.
Yeah, PS 4.5. So it's. I mean, honestly,
Neo.
yeah,
Yeah, codename Neo.
honestly, it's not
And GP.
as big as an upgrade that
As
the
I was
internet.
expecting.
Yeah, as the internet and most people were expecting.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is the upgrade I was expecting because I honestly knew they weren't going to try to fragment everybody and it was just going to be a slight upgrade.
Yeah.
But
well, let me recap it so everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's basically literally the exact same models,
just newer versions.
just newer and updated versions of the models.
Is
A
it still
little
the same
bit of an
box and
upgrade.
everything?
Do what?
It's the same box.
I don't know about that. But
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
they
just
could-
spec wise
redesign
with the
the-
rumors that Giant Bomb released. They it's basically the exact same companies making the exact same things.
Mm.
So I don't think it's going to be as horrible as devs say, but yes, that's my big worry. It's still going to put more development time. So
Right.
I mean, honestly, if they're doing what they said they're doing and they're still making games originally on the original PS4, I honestly think we're just going to see like upscales and smoother frame rates on the.
I think that's what everybody's going to
Yeah.
They're not going to do crap. They're just going to be lazy,
Yeah, they're literally just probably going to upscale it and then
which is fine.
let the things
Yeah.
run at a nicer frame rate.
That's-
Because
that's what all I care about. I don't really even care about like graphic fidelity.
no, yeah,
I
that's
feel like
all
if
they're
I was a
saying.
dev, like, why would you even bother with that right now with like the current state of 4K?
Well, the
Yeah,
current
and,
state
like,
of-
with-
it's not even 4K though. Like people need to get the stigma of 4K out of their heads because it's not happening. Like 4K still costs thousands of dollars.
And why would you have it? Why would
That's
you want
what
it to
I'm
happen?
saying,
No
though,
one
like,
even owns a TV.
That's like the
What-
whole point of the
What's like an incentive to
4.5
make
though,
people
is so
buy
it can have that.
TVs?
Well,
I
4K
guess, yeah.
output, because 4K is becoming a thing. It is now a box in your room that can output 4K content.
Yeah.
Because I do believe Sony's been working on a Blu-ray that's even bigger,
No, yeah, they are.
and it'll be compatible with Blu-rays already. It's just literally going to be a bigger format, and of course 4K is going to be on that. It's going to be like 200 gigs or something like that, which is
Yeah,
insane.
because Blu-rays cap out at 50 now.
Which is still a decent.
No, I
bit,
mean
but-
hey, that's more than a
Which
CD.
means,
But since
Final
content's-
Fantasy 15 is going to be on 2 discs instead of 4.
yeah, there you go.
Only on Xbox though.
Only on Xbox.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck that shit. Imagine a 200 gig game.
I didn't
that'd be
realize LA
insane.
Noir was like 4 discs for y'all on Xbox.
On Xbox 360.
That
or
was
something.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
No,
Something like that.
yeah, and then Wolfenstein: The New Order on Xbox 360 is like 5 discs.
Yep.
Are you serious?
I'm not even joking.
Biggest game on the console. Or most.
For an FPS, what?
Yeah. So it's like honestly like probably every time you go
Phil
into like a new
Spencer, what
act,
the
you put
fuck
in
are
a new
you
CD.
doing?
Dude, it's back in the day like floppy disks.
Yeah.
Duh, man, Phil Spencer, get on your game. Fucking bring Blu-ray to Xbox 360, dude. The community's asking for it.
Yo, Phil Spencer, like honestly,
360.
just I'm not even asking for much. Just give me an Xbox One with all the games. Like, just it's not too much.
That will
to
ever
ask.
come out.
I mean, not whatever come out, just the ones that are out now. Like, I'll play Rare Replay. I'll play Ori and the Blind Forest.
It's a good game.
I'll,
Get an Xbox.
I'll,
Yeah,
I'll
I don't know what your point is right now.
Yeah,
no,
just
there's
get an
no
Xbox.
point. This is
Xbox
hey, this is
good.
just the
Like,
same
are you
as
trying to shit on
Yo,
it?
no,
no,
Just
this
buy
I'm
an
not.
Xbox.
No,
Yo,
I'm not.
250.
No, I'm not. This is not
I
even
remember
like me
I bought
talking
for
trash about
600.
Xbox One. I'm
Yes,
trying to get a
I
free
bought it for
Xbox One,
500.
guys. Help me out.
I got
Just-
Unity. For
Please, Cherry.
Please, like
No, it wasn't.
donate. But
Yeah, it's all right, dude. I'm not as negative as everybody. I listened to a little bit of the PS I Love You this week, and Colin was literally just tearing it, and I'm just like, all right, I get that. My biggest problem is how are they going to show this stuff now? My biggest problem is shut the fuck up, dude. My biggest problem is that we're going to be seeing games that are like, hey, this is running on PS4, quote unquote, and then we're still going to get the game and it's going to look even shittier.
I mean, dude, it could happen. I just know all these rumors that are coming out. It makes it sound like it's weird to say, but the PS 4.5 is honestly just the elite console that Xbox released last year.
But the Elite, last year.
Last year.
Didn't they really? Wasn't the elite console that came out last year?
But all it was is a different
Yeah.
hard drive.
Was it? Yeah, different
Yeah,
hard
the
drive. They
Elite
didn't
console on
literally.
the Xbox is never like a performance upgrade. It's just a different look.
All they did, the only thing they
Yeah, I thought it has
upgraded
a
was
hybrid-
hard drive. It was a hybrid hard drive with
And
partial.
isn't the RAM also faster on that?
No.
Oh, okay, so it's not. I thought it was the RAM and the hard drive. I knew they didn't touch anything else, but I thought it was the
No.
RAM and the hard drive that they changed.
My biggest beef with this though is like, if you're gonna do this, they should have put more in that GPU, man. Because the CPU, in all honesty, didn't even need to upgrade.
But doesn't the GPU? I heard it's like not double the power.
No.
I think it
it's
might-
not at all.
I think the
It
GPU
really-
It
is
went from
close
what,
though.
1.7 to 2.1.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's nothing.
Oh no,
I mean,
it's
you're
a,
gonna
it's
see it.
It's
You're gonna
definitely
see
yeah.
it.
It's definitely not nothing.
Like it's
just-
definitely gonna get these games at probably running at a 60. Like unless your game is like the biggest graphic powerhouse, it's just basically gonna take the games of what they look like now. I think that's really what it's gonna be. Is just frame rate lock.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, and adding a couple lighting things.
It's just dumb to me. They should just stick with the PS4.
It depends.
Because
It
you're pretty much
depends
alienating
how much.
early.
Yeah,
people who buy the
you're hurting
console.
early. I don't think you're really hurting early adopters. You
I mean, you definitely are because you bought a console thinking it's not going to change because most consoles during their life cycle.
I mean,
performance-wise,
dude,
don't
it's
change.
technology. If this was any other industry, I would say yes.
I understand,
but
but this industry lasts for 10 years.
This industry is ever evolving, though, and we knew that coming into this console. People were like, "I hope this is the last generation." I'm just like, well, if that's what you wanted, this is what you're getting. This is what it's going to be if PS4 is the last generation, which I highly doubt.
Minor
I think
upgrades. What was Shuhei Yoshida came out saying that?
if
Yeah.
if we have a PS5, I literally think the next generation is just going to be PlayStation. It's going to be called PlayStation.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's going to be a service, and they're going to be like, it's a PC basically. And I'm going to be like, all right. bye. Going to PC forever. That's how Xbox is going to do it next generation. They already basically said that.
Yeah, with the Xbox games thing.
Which is fine, man. It's just... I guess I'm just the type of
just
guy...
tired- I'm not-
For
just
me,
tired
that
of
just
having-
depends on price point and exclusives. Because, like, I usually try to find a way to get my consoles cheaper than what they actually are retailing for. So I ended up getting, like, consoles for cheaper than $400. And then that justifies, like, me having multiple consoles,
Breaking
personally. But, like, if it's going to just become a PC, and it does make sense to just go the PC route, because then you get to play pretty much everything. But then you're still missing out on, like, Sony's
console exclusives.
Which
Which are a
Sony
big
has
thing.
so many, like, first party, second party,
And yeah, I was about to say
like,
they have a shit
developers
ton.
that
They have a
create
shit ton
quality
second
games.
party. I mean, so many. But
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
those
that's the
aren't gonna
biggest
be
thing.
on
That's the biggest
PC,
thing is
really.
most games I want to play in this year are console exclusives,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Yeah.
But my
I don't
PC still needs a little bit of love,
Yeah, you know.
That's why we have game dev.
dude. I
Just make it your game dev tycoon machine.
that I
That's all
spent
you need,
$1,000 on.
Run that shit on ultra high settings. You're good.
But no,
can
you
run
guys
it
were
with
saying
XP,
though,
run it
what
at
was it? The
ultra high.
CPU was untouched though. I thought the CPU.
Not untouched.
No,
Everything is
everything's
upgraded.
improved.
No, yeah, everything's upgraded. But isn't it the CPU that honestly doesn't really matter? Isn't it the GPU?
Yeah, like the CPU, like
Because
the
no,
thing.
I'm
Like-
looking at
like-
it right now, and the GPU is double the power.
what is it?
It went from 18 to 36.
36 what?
What it's saying is compute units, and then it's clocked at 911. Don't know what that refresh rate. I don't. It says like MHz, like. And yeah, because I was gonna say like everything I was watching
Megahertz.
yesterday when they released the rumor report is CPU. Honestly, they didn't need to mess with it. They barely they tweaked it a little bit, but it's the GPU that they buffed up. Like it honestly, like if you're looking at the number, it's double. Like it was 18.
Dude, if they can really get it, then they'll have my attention and I might pick it up. But I think their thing is they're just gonna drop the old one to $200.
The old one. I mean, I think it'll be, what is it now, 350, and then the new one they're talking about being 400. I think the new one's gonna be 400, and they're gonna drop the other one at 300. And
Well, it's
then
at 300.
the PS4
no.
is at 300 now.
Yeah, it's at 300.
I thought it was.
And the Xbox right now is 250.
Is that how it is?
That's how it is right now.
I thought it was. Okay, see, I thought Xbox was at 300.
Dude, do it at 200. That's gonna make Xbox fucking shit their pants. And then on top of that,
Because it's already selling better than.
it's already selling better. Then you're gonna get so many more people onto the community because $200 for a console.
I don't think they'll drop it at 200 though.
I think they will because all they gotta do, they'll be
They'd
breaking
be losing
even at
so
that
much
point.
money though.
No, they'd be breaking even at that point.
Wait, I thought it still cost like two something to make a PS4.
Nah, dude. By the time they'll maybe lose a little bit of money, but that hardware is almost 4 years old. Like the stuff that is in that system is almost 4 years old. That stuff's gonna be dirt cheap for them.
True.
And then they'll be making a profit. They already said they're making a profit on VR. They're most likely going to be making profit on this. Break even on one console. That's a lot of money still. I mean, they've already made a lot of money.
But I mean,
'cause
though,
they've sold 40 million at a profit.
I'd still though kind of weighing in that Neo is going to sell a decent rate, and you're going to recover all the losses you're making off of that one being 200.
Even if it's not making a lot of money, you're having a console at 200. I would rather have a console at 200, break even, and everybody's gonna buy it.
I mean, you feel like like the people that are coming into this new, right? They're gonna either go the super cheap route,
yeah,
or they're gonna be like, "Wow, $200, I can do that easy," or they're gonna get the best version they can.
they can
which
get
is
the best.
new
You'll
one that
have
just came
you
out.
will have people that buy the best version.
Yeah.
But you know what the biggest thing that at $200 that you could say, you can get a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation VR for $600. That is the big thing. If this is at $200, $600 for that. Technically $700 if you want to, actually have the camera and then
and
the bundle.
controllers.
But I mean, like $700 for VR, basically.
I mean, that's good and all, but how much do I have to pay to get PlayStation 4's little brother, the Vita? Because I want all of them.
Yeah,
all of them
fuck that.
bundled into
The whole
one.
family.
Yeah, the whole family.
How do you fuck
I want
that?
that Neo.
VR.
With the
50 more
Vita.
bucks.
Vita's
50 more
dead.
bucks.
$50 more. They're just giving the Vita away for free with its whole library.
Yeah. I want to play Severed though. Severed looks
Severed
good.
looks interesting.
Severed looks cool.
But yeah, I mean, I'm so on it. I'm more on the Greg Miller approach of wait and see.
Yeah, I'm gonna
See
wait
what, I
on
want to
that.
see what. Dude, they might.
I want to see what it's capable of. You
Well,
know?
yeah. I also want to see what they're
And
why
I want
they're
to see
doing
what
it.
the difference is with VR too, because if it
That's the biggest
if it makes a
thing.
huge difference with how VR runs
Yeah.
versus on a regular PS4.
Oh, no joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But I mean,
alas-
hey, talking about Severed, a game that comes out next week.
Yeah.
Let's talk about games that came out last week and that we've been messing around with for a little bit, or the week before. Counting, wait, Quantum's been out what, like 2 weeks now or 3?
3 weeks almost.
Sure.
April 5th.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, April 5th. You're right.
No, yeah. So yeah,
So yeah, like 3 weeks.
Damn, dude. Has been 3 weeks.
Yes.
So Greg, hit me with that. Hit me with them Quantum facts. Tell me all this. Tell me everything you know about the
Drop
game.
some breaking
All the Easter eggs.
breaking facts.
All the achievements.
All the cheats.
Yeah.
A,
Or-
A, B,
Yeah.
Up,
Big head
down.
mode.
select.
Slow time.
There's no cheats.
Bullet time.
Those don't exist anymore. So.
Hey, you guys heard it here from Greg. Konami code confirmed.
I don't know. Fact right there. Breaking news. There are no more cheat codes ever. Greg
Quoted
T.
Nah, but Quantum Break's awesome. This is, I guess, going to be a game people are either going to be like, yeah, I've played this before. It's a third-person shooter, whatever. I didn't really care for the story. The TV show sucks. Or people are going to be like, yeah, this is awesome. I love this third-person like combat. These powers are awesome. The story's grabbing me right now. I'm following it all the way to the end. And the TV show is entertaining. It's got some cool fight scenes in it, yada yada. So, for me, the game does a good job. Like in the beginning acts or levels, it divides it up into acts, but it does a good job of ramping up everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of introducing you to your initial powers and how combat works, while introducing you to the characters of the story. And
So
then
good
it kind of just
progression.
gives you, a nice progression of more powers as you're going through, because your main character, Sean Ashmore, is learning more powers as he's going.
How was the villain?
It's like a
Littlefinger
really
from Game of Thrones.
humanized villain.
fuck's
Like
a
it's not your
Littlefinger?
typical like
What's his name?
I'm gonna take
Is he
over the
really
world
Littlefinger?
kind of villain. He's more like trying to save the
No,
world
like,
in
is
his
it
own
really
way,
him in the
pretty
game?
much. Well, you the character you're playing as is trying to save it in another way.
Is it really the
So
actor?
it's kind of like
The Littlefinger in the game?
there's no like true evil or bad guy really. It's just time's ending and you're both like going about it different ways. And one like thinks it can be fixed one way and the other thinks
Well,
it can be fixed
on a scale
another way.
from like 1 to
Do you-
Max Payne, how does it feel like Max Payne?
Though there's no slow-mo.
I thought
So-
that was the whole thing.
Bullet time stops.
Okay, I mean, yeah, there's no like bullet time.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Yeah, you can stop time with your powers and
Still
things like
bullet
that.
time.
It looks
No,
badass.
'cause I mean, you're not
I-
like jumping to
I
the
have
side
But
and
the
shooting
TV show.
people.
Let me just talk about the TV show real quick. The TV show is, I mean, you only watch like I think 4 episodes in between levels of the game.
Are they
Are they
a
like full
actual-
like 22
like 22
minute
Yeah,
minutes?
it's like a
episodes?
30-minute episode, or
Okay.
like TV equivalent, so it's like 25 minutes or
Yeah.
whatever. You can
Commercial
completely
breaks.
skip it, but I think they're worth watching. Like the production values are what you would see on a standard TV show, like not HBO quality.
a lot of people are
not
saying
like
it's like
AMC
24
really,
quality.
Yeah, no, to me it's like exactly like 24. Like the action in it is really cool. Like at times the fight scenes are like watching a Bourne movie.
Dude,
Like the
you sold me.
choreography is really well done. I think it goes well with the game. Like the characters in the game look like the actors, so they did a good job of where there's not this weird like uncanny valley kind of thing, but it's not like
The best.
jarring when you switch from the game
Okay.
to the TV show. Like it just makes sense. And the TV show also like dives into side characters who you think like who gives a shit about these characters, right? Like why do I care what this hacker guy's doing? But as the story goes on, you see how like the smaller characters have an effect on the overall story and how everybody's integral to it. So
That's a pretty cool idea of doing that with the side characters, though, because it's like, how do I get the side character to progress in a game?
yeah, because
Per
like
se.
I think if they were just in the game, you would be like, I don't care.
Yeah, but if you have like 25-minute episode to explore a character that's not in the game as much, but when you go back into the game, you start caring about that person more with every single action they do. That's pretty cool.
And like I said, all the characters have different ideas of how they're gonna stop the time from ending. So like the bad guys or the people you think are bad guys think one thing, but they can change their mind at a certain point.
That's pretty cool.
So
I'm interested in it. Like I said, I have it on my PC. It doesn't run well.
it's awesome.
It's
It
not that
wasn't
it runs
like
horribly.
well.
It's that I don't want it to look the way it looks.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that great on PC.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I have $1,000 machine right here. Why does this game look
Yeah,
like
why
shit?
doesn't it look that
And it also doesn't give you a lot of options to take things off.
Yeah.
I don't want the film grain on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it kind of bothered me too. Personally, I don't think the game's like gorgeous. It's,
it
it's
looks
serviceable. Like it looks like good. Like the particle effects and stuff.
particle effects look
Those
good.
look amazing.
Horrid draw distance.
Yeah.
Horrendous draw distance from the game, and a lot of it is with the film grain and all these things they have. And I'm like, let me turn them all
It
off.
scales kind of. So it's like, isn't it running at like 720p? And then they're scaling up to make it 1080 or look like 1080.
On Xbox,
Yeah.
I don't even care about that. It's not even that. I just want draw distance to look good. It doesn't even look good on PC. So
What does it run on PC? Is it 30 or 60?
you can do both.
Which actually runs smoother though?
I mean, 30 is gonna run smoother,
Mm-hmm.
but because the game was basically made for that. But
The game runs well though. I didn't have like,
On
any.
Xbox
well, I mean, it was
One?
optimized
Yeah, I didn't
on
have any
Xbox.
technical issues on Xbox.
Yeah, everybody's likes it on Xbox. It's the PC version's just crap, but I got it for free, so I'm
See,
not
I
gonna
wanna-
sit here and shit on it too much.
See, I want to give it a shot because I know Nathan, like I was telling you the other day. See, I don't own a PC, but I use my dad's PC, and he went for the cheap route and he used AMD. And a lot of people in like Reddit and stuff are saying that if you have an AMD machine, Quantum Break will run as smooth as it is on the Xbox One.
But question: Did you get a Windows copy? You should have got a message on Xbox.
No.
Okay. That sucks.
I might
Find somebody who
I might
has a
investigate
has a
that,
Windows.
but, I mean,
Investigate it. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you have a PC that you can play it, but if you
No,
could
I
be
don't.
able to play it
Mine
for free, I'll talk to a few friends. I got a few friends.
It's a solid game though. It's like I got 90% completion. Like I found a lot of collectibles and things like
So
that.
you did beat it.
Yeah, I took my time with the game. And yeah, I beat it. The
Cool.
final boss fight is pretty frustrating.
That's what Ryan McCaffrey was saying on the Unlock today.
It does this really stupid thing.
Yep.
where
I
when
don't want to
When
ruin.
you, I'm not
I've
gonna
heard-
ruin
I've
it, but
heard,
like when you die, if you die in the final boss fight, you have to go do a like interaction and then either watch or skip a cutscene before
Dude, I
you get
hate
back
that
into
shit.
the battle.
I hate
Dude,
that shit.
that
That's dumb.
sucks.
Yeah,
And supposedly you die a lot too.
I mean, yeah, because you're trying to figure out how the boss works.
Put
But
it
Yeah.
on easy.
it's like a
Nah,
It's
very
like-
easy.
if you're running through it
Right,
really
you're
fast, I'd say it's 8 hours. Took me like 10, 12
That's
hours.
fine, dude. As long as it's a good 8 hours.
Yeah,
Like I wanted it to be a good 8 hours, but it couldn't even be that.
Yeah.
So
I liked it. It's probably one of my favorite games of this year so far.
It's a
That's good.
$60 game, right?
It's a what?
It's a $60 game,
It
right?
is, yeah.
You should have got 60 hours out of it.
$1 an hour. But let me move on from this quantum talk to my baby. Let's talk about
The
Ratchet
Vita?
for a little bit.
Ratchet's good.
I wish I was playing it.
Hey, that game is
Talking about a game
game's
that's
gorgeous.
that's $40.
Did you get 40 hours
I
out
think
of
you
it?
could get 40
I mean,
hours
dude,
out of
I'm
that.
honestly, me personally, I'm probably gonna get 40 hours because I'm gonna beat the game once,
Yeah.
and then like literally every Ratchet game that's ever existed, it'll have a challenge mode,
Mhm.
which will have new items for you to unlock, to go back and play the game again, and then you get all that new stuff, and that's usually how I play Ratchet. I always play it twice. I beat the normal mode, then challenge mode, so I can get all my guns like. If it's
Maxed
like the
out.
original Ratchet and Clank game where it's you get them decked out in gold, or if it's like Deadlock where it's like, hey, the guns cap out at, I think it was like they level up to 20, but when you beat the game, they all go to level 100, which makes no sense how they did that math where they're like, nah, your first playthrough we'll let you go to 20, but once you beat the game, we'll let you go to 99. It's cool.
Damn.
And just have fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it is. You beat the game. Here you go.
No, yeah.
Here's some fucking awesome guns.
Mm.
And
How you liking it?
I mean, honestly, it is weird to say because I was too little to realize it when I played the original Ratchet and Clank game, how it is honestly Star Wars A New Hope, but retold in like a different format. And while I'm playing the new game, And as it's going through, I'm like, dude, this is weirdly reminding me of something. And then I had
feel
Donnie.
like I know this story. I
Yeah.
just saw a movie at Christmas. That
I was about to say,
Yeah.
Force Awakens.
And like I'm thinking this whole time, and then Donnie comes over and he points it out like immediately. He's like, dude, why does this game like Star Wars so much? I was like, dude, I knew there was something that I just wasn't piecing together.
I mean, inspiration, the biggest inspiration,
and-
I think, to almost any
Yeah.
media since the 70s.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Right.
And now, like, honestly, every time like that game starts, because like it plays like this music like right before you start the game, like at the starting menu, it honestly sounds like a different twist on like a Star Wars like scoring. It's weird, but
It sounds like John Williams.
yeah, and the game's gorgeous. Like,
Yeah, I will say this. I haven't played much. That game is absolutely gorgeous. And there's nothing like, wow, that looks real. I mean, it's a cartoonish looking game, but like,
Right.
hey, just do it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Artistic
Yeah.
and graphically.
Yeah.
Like if I have any beef with Ratchet and Clank, like the new one, the only thing it is all the other previous Ratchet and Clank games, like I was telling you guys earlier, they all have their own humor to it, and it's never been like adult humor, but it's always been like if you go to see like a Pixar movie where if you're a little kid, you're laughing at like them making these little jokes, but then if you're an adult, you're like, dude, that's weird. Why do they just allude to them like fucking? That's why do
Like
they just
stuff
do
that goes over?
Yeah.
Well, it's like SpongeBob. SpongeBob's one of like the greatest. Like, it's goofy for kids, and
Yeah.
then the innuendo that goes over their heads is perfect for their parents.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, yeah, and see that's how Ratchet and Clank's always been.
Yeah.
But
mean,
I don't
Up Your
know,
Arsenal, all
Yeah.
the funny sayings that
I've
they
always
have.
found the writing in Ratchet like hilarious.
and
It
it's
is.
and it's
It's
still
brilliant.
funny now, but you can definitely tell that they were trying to reach for a more wider audience
Yeah,
and also
'cause,
be
I
a
mean,
little
the
bit more
movie,
kid
right?
friendly.
You also
'cause
have a
of the
movie. I bet if they do another one for this generation, it'll be a little bit darker if there's not a movie attached to it.
Yeah, just their own.
Wait, is
new-
this connected to the movie?
Yeah.
It is and it isn't. The game is just a reimagining
It's a
of
game based on the movie, based on the original. game.
yeah.
Okay,
It-
so
yeah,
this
that's
is like
what the box
pretty much like
says.
a.
It's a reimagining of the first game,
Okay.
but there
Sort
are
of.
sequences in the game like I didn't catch it until yesterday, but you'll go into normal cutscenes, and then there'll be other cutscenes where it's like, this looks different. And when you see those cutscenes, I think there's only a couple of them in the game. Those are actually peeled like directly from the movie.
Real.
Yeah, because I witnessed one the other day, and I was like, my dude Ratchet looks
Doesn't look like.
Looks
the
way
game.
more
yeah.
detailed.
No. It's
No,
weird.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
the
it's the
movie
opposite.
looks worse than the game.
Yeah,
Really?
like
Yeah.
it's not that it looks worse,
Well,
but
yeah,
there is
maybe not
more
worse.
smooth.
Mhm.
Well, when you see Ratchet when you're playing like the PS4 version, like you see his hair like moving, like it's weird because I've never seen Ratchet move like that. Like whenever he jumps, his ears like actually like move against gravity.
Yeah.
His tail's like everywhere. But then when you're watching like the cutscene with the movie, it's like he's more still, and it just looks like a movie.
I mean, it could just be the art direction that
Yeah.
the studio, whatever studio that did the
Did the
movie,
film, yeah.
was
So wait,
making
is
it.
the movie like a retelling of the first game as well?
It is, but it also it's its own story as well.
Okay.
So, seems interesting.
No, yeah.
I want to play more of it.
No, yeah, dude, it's a really fun game, and like I said, my only gripe is that it's a little bit more kiddie than previous Ratchet and Clank games. But I mean, hey, it's still funny.
Still funny though.
yeah,
I still like
'cause
the innuendo.
The other day, when I was playing it yesterday, two characters were talking, and it was so funny because they were talking like they were alluding to like YouTube, but not talking about YouTube, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, I love this guy because he hates everything, and I love the comments because everybody in the comments is hating everything with him. he's the greatest." And I'm like, dude, they're
Talking
just
about
like,
PewDiePie?
yeah, they're
Yeah.
just talking about. And then they were talking about how like they were talking about people like making something, like alluding to game developers, and they're like, yeah, I'm tired of them bringing out these broken games, like why won't this work? And I'm like, dude, they're literally just making fun of like gamers now.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good game to pick up.
I'm excited to pick it
That's
up.
$40. I mean, that's a steal
Yeah.
No, yeah,
for how the quality of the game too.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
true.
I don't think anybody had questions that it was of quality since it's Insomniac, but
Yeah.
it's nice to see a game that's with
That
that
good.
quality, that decent length game.
Yeah, I heard it's like 15 or 16 hours.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean it's just your regular Ratchet. The
Yeah.
last Into the Nexus was 30.
Shorter.
It was
You-
shorter, but it was like $30.
You know what's
Yeah,
weird though?
it was a little more budget title.
Into the Nexus is the only like real Ratchet game that I've never played because it had to come out like the same
It's
time
alright.
PS4.
It's pretty good.
You liked it?
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I mean, it's
No, I
I
mean,
think
like
that-
after all their like offshoot ones, yeah, it
Did
was it was cool
All
to go
for
back
One was
to like
hot
an
garbage,
actual,
dude.
An
All
actual
for One was
platformer.
hot garbage.
Never played All for One, and I will say though,
Came with my girlfriend's PS3, and I tried to play it, and I was like, oh.
I don't know if any of you guys played the first Future game, Tools of Destruction.
Yeah, I have it actually.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I still, this is just me saying, just for the record, I had his Tools of Destruction. It's still my favorite Ratchet game.
Really?
Yeah, like I like this game. This one's like definitely my
It doesn't
second
have
favorite
to be
Ratchet
the
game.
best, especially
But
when
no,
there's
yeah,
how much? How many Ratchet games do they have now?
Quite a few.
yeah, they've had a decent bit.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
And like, dude, Nathan, you were there when we were playing it. Like that plumber joked, "I'll see you guys in the next reboot."
oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was a funny game, dude. I like
No,
it.
yeah,
I'm excited to play more.
but let's on a more somber note, a more hardcore note.
Hardcore.
Let's talk about Enter the Gungeon.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
Hardcore Henry.
Oh, I mean, hey, dude, if you want to talk about Hardcore Henry, we can give you a
No, I was
little
gonna
bit.
say just go watch it. It's pretty good. The first 30 minutes are like, what the fuck is it? You know,
But is it's
it's all first person.
does it make you sick though? Like
No,
you feel
dude.
nauseous watching it?
No, if you're used to like playing the FPS,
Yeah.
dude, you'll fit right in.
Did you watch it in 3D?
No, I just watched it.
Okay, because I feel like if
Yeah,
you watch it
I
in
don't wanna
3D,
watch that in 3D at all. That sounds
You
like a
puked
fucking
everywhere.
nightmare,
Around
dude.
3D.
yeah.
No, but I would say if you give it a try, because it's a fun movie.
How's
dude.
my boy Shalto Copley?
Is
Shout
he?
out.
He's not the guy behind the first person guy though, right? Hardcore Henry.
I don't
No.
think so.
Okay,
No,
but
he's like the bad guy. I think.
It's interesting looking. I'll
Is he?
maybe give it a shot.
I think so.
I think you like it. Just
Oh no, he's
Ignore
not.
the
I
first
think
I
he's
was
thing.
gonna
like
say in the
assist-
trailers, it
I'm
looks like
trying
he's
to turn my
gonna
brain off.
assist
Yeah.
him.
He's like with
Sleep.
guns. He's like a gun supplier.
But Enter the Gungeon, dude.
Oh, let me start with a little story that happened to me and Nathan. So I bought Enter the Gungeon, still hadn't played it yet, and I was like, dude, Nathan, I have it. Let me download it on your PS4 and let's play. And I was like, because the game's co-op.
Oh yeah.
So we're going through like the game starts and it's not letting us go into 2-player, and we're like, dude, this is weird. And Nathan's like, dude, I'll just look it up, see if there's like something we didn't click. And every website is like, you have to beat the whole game before you can play
oh,
co-op.
it's like Dragon's Crown.
Yeah, it is like you
Yeah.
got to beat the whole
I hate
game, and we're
that.
like, dude, this
Yeah.
fucking sucks. So we go through the tutorial phase, and at the end of the tutorial
What you
phase,
do?
it goes, the guy goes, all right, teach you everything, now fight me. And you fight the guy, and then you beat him, and he starts crying. He's like, dude, it's over, you beat the game. And then credits roll, and then it lets you play 2-player.
So you do actually beat the game.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was just like, that is
Yeah.
awesome, and it's so awesome that no one broke it.
Yeah.
Like no one broke like anything on the comments. I was
They
like,
just said have to beat the
dude,
game.
I was
Yeah.
so bummed out because the game looks so cool.
Yeah.
Because me and him, of course, more than me, but we've been pretty excited for it. And I was like, that game looks interesting.
That's
the
a
second,
pretty cool way of doing it.
But
It is.
Luther's been excited for this game for well over half a year.
No, yeah, dude. As soon as the first time I saw this game, which just ironically happened to be at a GameStop, and it was like playing on like a trailer reel on the PS4,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude,
Well,
why
that's
has
what-
no
yeah,
one talked
That's
about
what
this?
happened to when I worked there. That Chasm game, or
Yeah.
Cat, or whatever it's called. It's coming out soon. Yeah, I was like, dude, what is this game? This game looks dope. And I played the demo, and I was like, wow, dude, I need this game. And then they were on kind of funny. Then when they went to some conference or whatever,
Oh
And,
yeah, I
uh,
saw that.
yeah, they had some guy come on, and I was like, dude, this game looks even better than it looked before. And it's like a mix of Castlevania meets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like a modern Castlevania. I think that
it's pretty
the
much
controls.
just Castlevania. Yeah.
Do what?
It's pretty much just Castlevania. from
Yeah,
what I
and
could
it's cool
tell,
because it's
like-
randomly generated too. Not like what they do is they already have pre-made areas, but then it's randomly generated on which one you're gonna do. And of course, they have like hundreds and hundreds probably. It's awesome. It looks awesome though. But Gungeon.
No, dude. And then what's weird too is I know on this podcast, every time people have talked about Dark Souls or all that stuff, I'm like, dude, I'm good. I don't want to play a game that's just like obscenely hard for no
Same.
reason. While Gungeon, it starts off where it's like, dude, this is just like crazy hard. Bullets are flying everywhere, but like you slowly get better at the game.
Mhm.
And what I like about it is the game doesn't tell you everything, because
It almost tells you nothing.
yeah, just like that story where me and Nathan were talking about, where it's like you have to beat the game to play co-op, and then we realized it's just you got to beat the tutorial phase. Well, I'm playing the game over my house because it's literally like any other roguelike. I don't know if you guys played Rogue Legacy, where it's like you die and then you lose all your stuff, or I mean, like in Rogue Legacy, you lose everything until you cash it in, and then once you start over, unless you've cashed in any of that currency, all that currency starts from square one because you're
Mhm.
re-entering the castle that's going to get randomly generated. It's the same thing in Rogue Legacy where you get currency, but you don't start unlocking that currency until you've beat the boss for the first time. Until you beat the first like floor boss, because Gungeon it's set up to 5 floors, and every time you enter into a new floor, it's always randomly generated. And the bosses aren't randomly generated. I think it picks from a set of 3, but it works in that same way as Rogue Legacy. I mean, or I assume when I started playing it, but I was like, dude, I just keep playing this over and over and over. I don't unlock anything. And I was like,
well, you slowly do.
Yeah.
And you start learning more secrets, and each time, hey, I'm getting to the 3rd level now. A
Yeah.
lot more. And dude, probably like in a month from now, you might be hitting level 4 now, or room or whatever. Yeah, level 4. And then you might be hitting 5 and finishing like the full 5 floors.
yeah, see, that's what I like is that you slowly progress and get better. Like before, I couldn't even beat like the first floor boss. Now I can take out any of the first floor bosses with no problem. Second floor, I'm still a little iffy on, and then third floor, I've still never even come across the boss before. I don't think I have.
No, but you got to it and then fucking died.
Oh
like,
yeah, because I was already on
immediately.
low health. But what I like though is that as you're progressing through the floors, the game will sometimes randomly generate characters who are trapped in cages, and sometimes you'll be able to unlock that cage with just a normal key, or you have to beat the boss and then you come back. And I always passed across those guys in cages, and I was like, dude, I don't care. Like, I don't have a key. I can't unlock the cage anyways. And then finally one day I unlocked the cage, and the guy goes, hey man, I run a shop at the top floor where the Gungeon starts. Like, you can buy stuff from me now. And I was like,
What?
I was like, wait. So this game, like, you can
Better
actually start.
weapons that'll hopefully help
so
you
you
go
can
up
start
to
like
higher levels.
Yeah,
Dude,
higher
it's
levels,
awesome,
yeah.
dude, because you're learning about this game while you're playing it.
And then what's cool too is that I also uncovered another guy too, which was because Nathan brought up. He's like, dude, you know what sucks is that you have to start over and over, like from the first floor all the way down. Then I came across a guy who was locked in a cell, and he's like, hey man, I operate the elevator,
So
so
you can jump floors.
you can jump floors.
Yeah.
But what sucks
That's
though
cool.
is he still needs a little bit of time to fix the elevator. But what's cool though is I don't know if it's because I've never passed the 3rd floor, but there's also still another door that's locked, and I don't know what that guy has to offer, which is really cool now that I know, because as when the game starts, other than the main entrance where the Gungeon is and where the guy who teaches you how to play the game is, the tutorial phase, all you see is like, it looks like the Gungeon's like beat up. There's like doors that are boarded up. And now I know that all those boarded up doors will open at eventual time to a shop that will sell me something.
Yep, and it's cool. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. And it's cool because like me and you easily have at least put 10 hours together, and then of course add the hours you've played that at home.
You know what's weird is I rarely play that game at home. I'd rather play that game co-op.
Yeah, see that was my question. So what's like the co-op factor of this? Like, is it a
It's one of the best.
must have
With
co-op with
Now
friends?
it's a co-op game that both players need to be good at though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this isn't something I'm gonna like.
one person's gonna carry the other person.
It's hard to carry.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
not
like
bad.
when he quote unquote carries me because he's definitely played a lot more.
Uh-huh.
But I'm of course experienced enough as a gamer. This isn't something like
No,
my-
you
my
took out the
girlfriend-
first boss. I died and you finished it up.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm an experienced gamer as opposed to like, oh, this is a cool co-op game. I can play with my girlfriend and I can basically help her out.
No, yeah,
No.
no.
This game will kick her
No,
ass
yeah, I
and it will
love,
kick
like,
your ass.
challenging
honestly.
co-op shooters. There's like Shoot Mini Robots is one.
Yeah.
And then I've kind of like other top-down shooters like Alien Nation has me excited because I feel like
That game looks
playing that
awesome.
with a bunch of friends like you guys, that would be awesome. To just
Well,
roll
me and
through.
him played Dead Nation, but I don't know. There's
I'm
something
more
about that
excited
game.
for Alien Nation. I
Yep.
feel like that'll
Alien
be,
Nation looks
Yeah.
like what Dead Nation wanted to be, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that's so dope because me and him were actually having a good time with it at one point.
Yeah.
No, it definitely is as hard as Helldivers, but in a completely different way. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
It's not like a oh fuck, I shot you kind of thing. You don't have to worry about stuff like that. But
Right.
it is like the first level is not going to be as difficult, but once you get to that second level, starts getting pretty hard.
No, yeah,
actually really
difficulties,
hard.
Like once you
Spikes.
once you finish that first floor, because most of the enemies you come across in the first floor, they either shoot burst fire or they just shoot one bullet at a time.
Yeah.
But once you get to that second floor, it is completely different. You'll run across like there's this one guy who I just hate coming across. He's like literally just a walking coffin, and what he does is he keeps spinning around, and while he's spinning around, he can't hurt you, but you can't hurt him. But he will stop, open up the coffin. That's when it's time to shoot him. But at the same time, he keeps shooting out like an area of effect blast.
Yeah.
And then what it does is it shoots all these like triangles. They gather around the circle
If
of the
they don't hit
map.
you,
Yeah.
Triangle.
Then they home in on you.
they home in and then they all shoot like in this general direction. You
Yeah.
gotta like find like a small little path to be at to where they don't hit you.
Which see,
See, like it's cool though because like I remember the first time I did, it, I was like, dude, this is fucking impossible.
Yeah.
And then like now I've played it a couple of times enough to where I'm like, all right, I know how to read these. I know exactly how to read these homing missiles
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and it's a cool progression.
No,
It's
it's weird because like it is honestly what I wanted to feel when I played Bloodborne, and I did feel in a way. I just didn't give Bloodborne enough time, but I like how Gungeon is the same way, but it's quicker.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like I'm actually progressing like more rapidly. I understand like I should have gave Bloodborne like more time because that progression
Bloodborne was awesome.
Dude,
I
Bloodborne's
literally,
amazing.
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah,
Bloodborne
Bloodborne
is
is
an
awesome.
amazing game. It's probably my most regrettable game. I should have never dropped that game.
because it's
At
hard
the
to come
time.
back.
It's
just
definitely
Because
rewarding.
It's the
Yeah.
hardest.
For me, it's just scary to come back to. Like
Well, it's
if
scary
you
to come
stop
back to and I
playing it,
try
and then
to.
you come back.
Well,
and then
that's the thing, you
have
gotta
to, like,
relearn every-
it.
'cause-
Well,
Yeah.
all right. So I traded that. I played that game. Stopped. Tried to play it, and I was like, dude, I just can't do this.
'Cause
I
you
was like,
gotta run that
I
first
can't
mission again.
replay this game. I can't replay this game again. I can't relearn it. So I traded it in, and then Black
You got
Friday.
it for like 20
Black Friday,
bucks.
I had money. You know, it was like I was going to pick other games up, and I saw it for $15, and I was like, why not? I'll pick it up again, see if I can get it. Tried to do it again. I was just like, dude, this sucks because I have over 30 hours into it, and I'm just like, God, I am close too. Because I
How far along
haven't.
did you get in that game?
Huh?
How far along did you get in that game?
From what I know, like probably about over 80%.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't do a lot of optional,
Ah,
Bosses.
Yeah.
but good game though. It's just
Dude, Rom the Spider was a bitch.
yeah, dude.
That's a
Fuck that.
Fuck
one.
Rom the Spider. That is
Dude.
the
It's one of
hardest
the
boss.
few I had to literally just look it up.
Really?
Dude,
No,
I didn't.
I did a co-op, dude. I had to summon somebody in.
Oh, I didn't do it.
couldn't
I did it by
fucking do it by
myself, but I
myself.
cheated.
Nah, dude.
But it was a great game though. But like I said, worst regret was I stopped
I'm
playing it. I
still
can't
working
remember why. It's exactly what like happened to the
But once you
Colin.
start fighting
Something
hunters,
happened.
like it gets so much fucking harder.
But dude, I was good at that game. Even like I was good at the part I was at, and then I stopped. That's my biggest. I was like, dude, I could have beat that game.
You probably had enough of Bloodborne.
It was 30 hours of that. Yeah.
Eventually, yeah, you do get kind of bored of it because it's not fun dying over and over again.
You
Load
get
times.
used to it.
They fixed that though.
But
So,
yeah,
Yeah,
It's faster. But,
yeah, 15 seconds faster, but hey, it's better than nothing.
but I guess we've all come to a decision. Fuck Bloodborne.
No, dude, I
Get
fucking love
Gungeon.
Blood. I still have.
Kick Gungeon.
Dude, I fucking love. I gotta play the old Hunters DLC.
Oh, dude, fuck
Oh
that.
yeah, dude. Are they
Dude,
gonna
all right,
make more
once-
DLC
once-
for that?
No, that's the last one.
Once
Oh, okay.
the game of the year or whatever they're calling
Edition?
it drops to like
Must die,
$20,
whatever.
I'll pick it up and literally just start over.
I
Or
honestly might
I'm
do
just
the
gonna
same.
cross my heart and wait till that thing hits like the fucking bin and then pick it up and just cross my fingers and hope it comes on PC.
Dude, I'm
before
trying
that.
so hard not to get Dark Souls 3 right now.
Dude, it looks
I want to
good.
try.
Though.
It's so bad.
Well, my friend has it now, and I was watching him. I was like, "This is amazing." It's basically Bloodborne with the good parts of Dark Souls at 60 frames a second.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's my biggest beef is Bloodborne needs to be 60 with how fast that game is.
Mhm.
That's so weird though. You pointing that out that Dark Souls 3 is 60 and then Bloodborne wasn't, when they honestly look the same, like graphically wise.
I think there's a lot more like shadows and
Yeah.
atmospheric
Bloodborne?
things going on in Bloodborne, and I hope, dude, that's one of the big things is like I hope people like From Software revisits that.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
With talking and bringing this all back to the first topic, the PS4.5 or whatever. It'd be cool to like, hey, every first party and second big party like title, hey, you'll be able to play it in better fidelity.
Yeah.
Because I mean, or just fucking give me a PC version for God's sake.
That's not coming to PC.
Huh?
That's not coming to PC. Bloodborne.
I know, and
That
I want it,
sucks.
but I want it to.
I don't know, dude.
I
I honestly
Sony
think,
publishes it, just publish it to
Yeah.
Steam, because I think they haven't, but they've let things that they published
go to Steam. It's honestly only like
first party.
Like first party, because
'Cause that's a
Bloodborne isn't
second
really
party.
a first party yet. It's like more of a second party.
well, it is a second party.
No, yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
studio that isn't owned by them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But-
just they just Sony was like, hey, you owe us a favor.
So what'd your friend say about Dark Souls 3? Did he play Bloodborne prior to this?
Yes, he likes Bloodborne a little bit better.
Yeah.
But my other friend, I have two friends that were playing it, and I was hanging out with them, and he put about 20 hours into it at that point. He's like, I just can't stop playing. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you get hooked so fast.
And he's not a big gamer.
Yeah.
He's not that good at games, and he has 20 hours into the game, and he's progressing and he's learning. I'm like, all right, dude, I think I could do this one. Because Dark Souls 2 just, it didn't feel right, and I started looking more into it, and everybody was saying that Dark Souls 2 is like the weird one out. That out of every From Software game, like people look at Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Bloodborne, and now of course Dark Souls 3 as From's best, and that was just not the best.
All right, From Software fanboys, let's chill and let's wrap this baby up.
Wrap it up, man.
Yeah.
Gabe, any last words?
Any last words? I mean,
Any regrets?
Did you cancel that Battleborn pre-order?
dude, yeah. they sent me a survey, right? They're like, how many hours did you play? I was like,
1.
3 to 5, right? They're like, how many? Like, do you feel off balance, like the characters wise? I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Dude, the fucking characters are so off balance. Dude.
Are they really?
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
beta, dude.
Yeah, it needs some
Dude,
rebalancing.
the little butler dude, so OP.
Yeah.
No, dude,
That's who I used, and I was like, I'm just sniping people from back here, and all
Yep.
the melee people are like, oh, I was gonna get him, and I'm like, nope.
Well, they're also
You're
playing.
not.
They're also playing like idiots too. They were just running. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
not the game. You're
Yeah.
supposed to do that. It's like when Paragon first started. I was playing a bunch of idiots, and now it's like shit. I'm playing good people that are doing my tactics, so I gotta even be one step ahead of those guys.
But I regret not finishing Wolfenstein.
All
I
right,
need to go back and I
Me
want
too.
to go back and play that.
Greg, any
Dude, it was like $8.
any
on
last
PC, and I didn't
words?
buy it.
It's not even that.
Dude,
It's
so
not
mad.
even
I bought
that
it,
long
day
either.
one,
Just
I
like
haven't beat it.
just play
Dude, that
through
game
it.
is amazing.
I stopped at a hospital
on
scene.
PC.
Dude, hospital. Dude, that sucks that you stopped when the
barely-
game got good.
I literally stopped right there. I think
Oh,
something else
no.
came out, and I started playing that.
Dude, you should
and I
go
was like,
back.
Nah, dude. Like,
You
I
should
wanna-
go. You should honestly go back before playing Doom.
If you get in a shooter
I'm not gonna play
mood,
Doom.
Dude, fuck Doom.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
even know
gonna
if I'm
play
picking that up day
yeah,
one.
no.
You guys aren't honestly aren't gonna pick it up for the
Dude,
campaign?
no, I've
Doom,
been
that
saying-
was the biggest letdown I've had on a beta.
Oh, but that's multiplayer. I honestly was. I don't. From
no,
the
but
beginning, I
now
was
I'm
getting Doom.
skeptical as fuck on the pea shooters.
Because if they've been like working on that multiplayer, then they could.
But
just
isn't
make,
it a
like,
different
really
team,
short
though?
campaign and just be
Dude,
like,
that's
here
what
you
I'm,
go.
dude. In all
That's
honesty,
it.
I could see that fucking campaign being like 5 hours.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm getting scared.
Damn.
See, I wasn't even gonna get
Daniel.
Doom for the single. I was gonna get for the multiplayer.
Even though they're like, it's like 13 hours. I'm like, I know what that means in game terms.
13 hours at the highest
It's probably
difficulty.
7 hours.
Damn, and I'm the only one still here, still repping Doom. I still got my hopes up that the campaign will be good.
I hope it is.
Hey, dude, I say the same thing about AC.
I thought
I'm
that-
not
I
gonna
thought the
buy it day
multiplayer
one
was
for
A every year.
$60, especially when the multiplayer sucks ass.
Yeah. Especially
Hey.
when the multiplayer sucks.
I mean,
ass.
hey, that's true.
and they're
though.
gonna try to butt fuck me
Like
with
at least with Uncharted, I
DLC.
have like a multiplayer I can play for.
Dude,
a
I'm
few
gonna be
days.
playing that multiplayer for a while. In all
I mean,
honesty,
I'll at least jump
it's
in
fun.
every once
it's
in a while
fun,
or something.
pure fun. But it's one of the multiplayers that like I'm more of a competitive guy, and I feel like it's finally like
What is?
Uncharted 4's multiplayer.
Oh, dude, yeah.
If it's like the perfect social game for me, or at least when it comes to like killing people, or, like
Mhm.
other people, I'm like, this is just fun. I don't even care if I die. But
only time I ever cared if I died was in Uncharted 2, but that was
Dude, we have some
The-
good
your
moments. in
competitive
Uncharted
days.
too.
that was a couple of years ago. But hey Greg, any last words? Any regrets?
I mean, if you got an Xbox, go buy Quantum Break. Seriously.
That's not really a regret.
Hey,
He
just want
said
to.
any last words
And
any
or regrets.
yeah, oh, he didn't have any regrets.
Fair
Yeah,
enough,
he doesn't
fair.
have any
No
regrets,
regrets,
dog.
Greg.
Greg lives with no regrets.
Yeah.
He drinks his urine because it's sterile. No regrets.
Fucking Bear Grylls.
Nathan, any last words or regrets?
No regrets other than the Bloodborne.
Okay.
I'd say pick up Gungeon. That's probably I'd pick
Definitely
it up, but
like
the
the
only
game.
time I ever want to play it is with you, and you have it. So
Yeah, and you don't even need to like.
because I got
Sony kind of
share
killed that
play.
off. Yeah, with share play.
Yeah. So yeah, pick that up, and it's a good game that's coming out. Playing the Gear. I played a little bit of Gears beta. I don't want to say too much yet because I haven't put too much time into it, but it feels like Gears of War.
I played it.
Yep,
Brings back so many
it's bringing
memories.
back nostalgia. I wanna see what the game is after the nostalgia hit stops, because the beta's going on for another week.
See, I'm more excited about the single play for that game.
Yeah,
Me too. But
Yeah, for
I'd
sure.
still, if they can, if the maps are as good as, because I think the maps are good on this one. If there's a full fledged of maps that are that good, it's gonna keep me there for a while.
See, I'm just excited that Gears is going to be back, so the fan fiction blog sites are going to be back up and running. We're going to get more of that sweet, juicy Marcus and
Yep.
Dom
But
action that
Dom's
we like.
dead.
Well, no, Dom's dead.
Yeah, Dom dead.
Oh, but I mean, dog.
Zombie Dom.
Spoil alert.
Hey,
Zombie
guess
Dom.
what? Necrophilia is a thing.
Oh, he's a locust now.
Hey, or Lambit.
Lamb.
But other than that, though, guys,
Yeah, we gonna.
Yeah, make sure you guys go to our Facebook, facebook.com/nerdoutlet, and then our Twitter or our Instagram or all of them.
Our
That is
Tumblr.
at nerdoutlet. What was that, Gabe?
Our Tumblr.
We do not have a Tumblr yet.
shameless plug. Check out my MySpace, and I'm not talking about Nerd Outlet. I'm talking
our
about
GeoCities.
My personal
my
MySpace.
personal MySpace.
Check out my set list.
at Little Dibber 69.
Little Diver.
What up, though?
69.
Hey. But hey guys, thanks for joining us once again. Other than that, we're out.
Deuces.